Well, happy Sunday, everybody. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys, for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Okay, sometimes I wonder why I do YouTube, because if you do YouTube, you got to be a glutton for punishment, because, man, you are called everything but a child of God. And it's not just because of Dak Prescott. This stuff actually, before I got bigger in YouTube, it used to be on Facebook, because I've got so many people that say, you're not a real Cowboy fan, you're only a Dak Prescott fan, you know? And it's funny because this whole thing is deja vu, because back when Tony Romo was 8-8 and 8-8, I was actually defending Tony Romo with the same veracity that I do Dak Prescott. I know it's hard for some of you guys to believe, because immediately you guys have assumptions off the bat that, well, this guy is just a Dak Prescott fan. He doesn't care about the Cowboys. And I have literally lived my life for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I have been a fan since longer than most of you have been alive. And in fact, from the Super Bowl era. I'm old. I'm 54, the same age as the Super Bowl. And I've always been a Dallas Cowboy fan. But when people were talking about Tony Romo being a choker, Tony Romo, he gets in December and just fails. I was one of the ones that pointed out that DeMarcus Ware's numbers actually tailed off the later in the season it went. Majority of his sacks happened in the first half of the year. And that was a fact. It wasn't just Tony Romo. Tony Romo had some bad games. He had some good games. But Tony Romo was actually having more comeback victories than anybody else. And that's one of those things that I put out there. So it's not about me just being a Dak Prescott fan. It's about me. And one of the reasons why I started out this channel was I would hear and see so many things that were a false narrative that I would try and correct them. And that's why you hear me putting out what I put out, because so many times we hear bullshit, and we hear bullshit so often that we start to believe that it's true. The conspiracy theories, oh man, I heard on the internet, and we know everything on the internet is always right. So that's why I started doing what I do, which is trying to set the record straight and have something behind me to back it up. More times than not, you'll hear people say things with nothing, and I mean nothing, to back it up. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm always going to be right. I'm not. Nobody is. Because football is harder to predict than the weather. And people can go through and make hundreds of mistakes day after day after day, but yet they still have a job. So the thing that's out here now is, because it's a hot topic, you look at search words, Dak Prescott is up there. Dak Prescott's contract, Dallas Cowboys. And so the narrative, of course, is chasing those guys. And so many of you guys have heard so many different things. The garbage time. They create new narratives for Dak Prescott. Garbage time. When have you ever heard a quarterback ranked on garbage time before? Dink and dunk. That was hot there for a while when it was Dak Prescott. But now that Carson Wentz is a dink and dunker, they don't use it anymore, do they? They changed the narrative on it. So there's so many guys out there, especially on Facebook here, that just say, I'm delusional, I'm crazy, and everything else, that Dak is trash, Dak is whack, Dak is dink and dunk, Dak can't win this thing. He's a garbage-ass quarterback. I want you guys, because I keep saying, give me reasons why he is, and nobody's come up with one yet. Because I'm still itching to give away one of those football shot glass racks. I want you guys to give me quarterbacks who fit your criteria of not being a garbage quarterback. Ones that don't dink and dunk, ones that never have a losing season, ones that are constantly winning Super Bowls and never have bad games, ones that are always, every single pass, dead on. Please. So tell me who are better quarterbacks than Dak Prescott. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Okay? Can you do that? Because I'm a show me guy. I love to argue. I love to have conversations. I love to learn something that I didn't. And maybe some of you guys can teach me something and show me where I'm completely wrong. So give me the list of guys that you say are head and shoulders above Dak Prescott, that never make mistakes. I'll wait. I've been asking these questions, but y'all don't seem to come up with anything other than he's trash, he's garbage, he's a dink and dunker, he's trash cot, garbage time. That's not an answer. That's just straight up hate and ignorance. So if you want to be the ignorant guy who doesn't understand football, well, go be it. So be it. But at least try and put an effort into it in your hate. Okay? Let's do that. And when I get back to the house, I'll look through and see if there's any rational ones, or at least a list of guys who aren't garbage ass quarterbacks. That's what I want to hear. All right. I'll see you guys.